camera looks like it's like.
It's not though. Literally, right there. If you move, just lean a little bit to your left. Not that far, just a little, right there. Basically, see that gray behind you?
Yeah.
The camera's pointing at that. That gray is centered. So,
okay, am I good right here?
Yeah, that's perfect. All right.
I also that's what that is.
Welcome everyone to Telly Online Gaming Group. We're glad y'all could join us for episode 51 of Atavar Ascension.
21?
51.
21.
That's almost 3.
Oh, you stupid.
All right. So, before we begin, as always, we need to give shout-outs to our sponsors. Go check out Critical Hit Gaming Supplies. Their website is criticalhitgamingsupplies.com. You know, pretty straightforward right there. Go check them out. They're an amazing, locally owned, family-owned company here in Central Florida. They've got dice bags, dice trays, tons and tons of miniatures, as well as really, really big miniatures like dragons, the Tarrasque. I mean, they got all sorts of stuff. Go check them out. And if you see something on our website that you decide, yeah, we want to buy that, make sure you use discount code TOGG15 and get 15% off their purchase. Also, check out Fanroll. Fanroll also has some amazing products. They got some, different things, a little different than Critical Hit Gaming Supplies. Maybe that's your taste, your speed. Check them out. Their link is actually in the description of this live stream and in the description of the video later on. Go check that out. Follow that link. And if you decide to purchase something there and you've used our link, that'll go help support the channel, so we appreciate that. And last but not least, SideQuest Cards and Games, owned by our very own Jen and Zach. That is an awesome company. Check them out, SideQuestCardsandGames.com. And just like with Critical Hit Gaming Supplies, they have a discount code, TOGG15 for 15% off. Go check out their stuff. They have some really, really cool niche stuff. One of my favorites is the D&D themed candles. I think those are really, really cool. So, but they got some other awesome stuff. You really got to go check it out. So make sure to show them some love. Any other announcements that any of you guys have?
None for me.
No, sir.
None.
Huh?
None?
Hmm.
Okay. You sure? None? Nobody?
No.
All right.
Nope.
Okay. Other than that, no real other announcements from us as well. Just tune in for fun and games the rest of this this next week, and of course next Thursday for more Atavar Ascension. But I think that's it. So without further ado, we bring you Atavar Ascension.
Okay, yeah.
Locked up.
All right, we are back.
Wow.
The timing on you guys, I
They
swear.
all gotta be lined. Whoa!
Talking about unruly dice. A little bit of context there.
All right, so where we last left off, the party had just rescued the prisoner that they were sent to find and rescue. And you're gonna get me. They had found her in the catacombs beneath the warehouse owned by House Kranis, where they encountered several guards, some pretty interesting spiders, an ogre, and then, after finally finding the prisoner, some more guards, and Bella Kranis, one of the higher-ups within House Kranis.
Are you good?
The fight ensued. There was some danger here and there of the party going down, as several of them fell to the ground, only to get knocked down and get back up again, thanks to Patch and
Straight
his
tub thumping up in here.
yeah, with his wonderful healing word spells. So he kept dropping on people instead of getting
Get
to do
up,
what he
bitch!
wanted. But they finally did manage to beat the guards, and with a clutch sleep spell on Bella herself, Leon managed to knock her down for the rest of the battle, which allowed the party to survive and triumph. They eventually took their captive, tied up, and began to question her, which lasted for a very short amount of time.
Because she's a cheater.
She's a cheater because of her amazingly high skills and a good roll on the DM's part.
Still curious how the fuck she casted that without an arcane focus or material component.
Dude,
It's magic.
there's shit going on.
That's what I'm curious. What's the shit?
Yeah, shit going on.
You never tried to figure it out, so.
I didn't know how to figure it out because I didn't.
Maybe you should have tried a little bit harder.
Yeah, I know.
It sounds like a skill issue.
It does.
That does sound like a skill issue, doesn't it?
But their prisoner, Bella Kranis,
Yeah.
managed to escape, but not before dropping a little bit of a threat/warning towards
A
Leon.
thorning.
Yes, of course you were going to do that.
Of course I am.
Basically saying that you realize there's a very large price on your head. And then
Can I
she
turn
dipped.
myself in?
I don't know, can you?
Hey, who ordered the hit on me? Can I turn myself in and get that money? I could really
I
use
could
it.
use it. But she then took off and the prisoner the party was actually sent to rescue. They finally got her out of the cage. Her unconscious body, obviously having gone through a lot, had to be carried. They managed to make their way to another place in the crypt, or in this catacombs, one of the kind of sealed off crypt areas. And Leon, Torbreck, Jonathan, and the prisoner were there for the night while, well, if you weren't here last time, let's just say that there was a lot of monkey business. 18 monkey businesses, to be exact, along with their leader, Patch Monkey.
Punky.
Punky, yeah, sure. Or Match. Match the Punky. But Patch Monkey, with a cadre of monkeys in tow, along with Alpha, decided
Gotta
to go...
watch out for those dungeon monkeys.
Yeah, decided to go topside, where they encountered the remaining guards that were in the warehouse, and let's say 18 monkeys became 5 remaining, but
They fought
Patch and Alpha
valiantly.
didn't even get touched because they didn't have a chance to do anything. The monkeys destroyed the remaining guards in short order, losing a good number of their portion, but 5 remain. One of which decided that the new crossbow it found with the 18 crossbow bolts needed to just be randomly fired around, a couple of which hitting Alpha, one of which hitting Patch. So, a little bit of fun there. But the party did manage to regroup. They got a long rest in their 2 different respective locations, and then they regrouped up on the street. From there, deciding, we really do... We need a day off. We need to go. We need to recuperate from this. Even though we had a rest, we need to recuperate. So they began to make their way back to the Loving Boulder Inn. And that is where we find them now, as they have just arrived at the Loving Boulder Inn. They are still carrying their prisoner because she's kind of in and out of consciousness right now.
Yeah.
You don't have much, she hasn't been able to talk really or anything. But that's where you're at. You're kind of approaching, getting into the inn and up to your rooms that you have secured. And I'm going to turn it over to you guys from there as to what you would like to do at this point. But before I do that, a quick reminder to our audience. Something that we like to do for fun, and we got to experience last week. Like I said, monkey business. If you are watching on YouTube and you super chat us something that you would like to see incorporated into the game, by all means, please do so. And we will do our best to make it happen. As long as it is not something game-breaking or actually illegal. I'm sorry, I'm not going to murder any of the players live on screen. So if that's your thing, sorry, man, not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but you know what I mean. Like anything in game that is reasonable, yes, we'll make it happen. So
he says that he won't murder anyone.
Yes,
But,
yes, and I have no affiliation with that person.
Mm-hmm.
I have told them no murder.
Mm-hmm.
I am legally safe.
Why is the first thing that pops in my head when he says that is the star from the Super Mario Brothers movie, the one that's a masochist?
Mm-hmm.
We're all gonna die! Yay!
Okay, so anyway,
we're being rescued.
anyway, that's a reminder for everyone that you can super chat us in YouTube and get us to do something. And if you're watching in Twitch, you can either donate Twitch bits and say something there, or if you gift a subscription or subscribe yourself, then we'll take a suggestion there and incorporate it into the game as well. But that's where you guys are. You're at the Loving Boulder Inn. You're up in your rooms. I think you guys got 2 rooms overall.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can all kind of cram into one if you want to discuss and stuff like that. It's up to you how you want to handle things.
I mean,
Guess we probably
I
be in
don't
the same
trust-
room
I
right
don't-
now.
Yeah, I don't trust leaving the prisoner by herself, just in case if anybody tries to do some funny shit at night.
yeah.
Question:
They
when
make
we,
them at night.
when we walked into the bar, is there a chance that I could do a quick perception to see if I can see the lady that sent us on this quest?
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, if we're walking into the bar, I'd probably be looking for her as well.
Yeah,
So
all out.
All right, then I will do the same.
based on sight, so
Ooh, not
14
bad.
plus 8, I believe. Let me double check that.
I got it.
That's an 11.
I got
22.
I got a 21.
Okay. What about Jonathan? You doing him too?
He didn't do it.
Okay.
I can't be bothered to roll more than one.
All of you, including Leon,
Alright.
notice in one of the far corners, it's a little bit kind of one of the back booths in a corner, a little bit shaded in there because there's no windows directly near there, so there's a candle. But you do notice the outline of a hooded figure sitting alone, seeming to drink something out of what looks like a wine glass. And just they're kind of outlined, that's all you really get, but it looks familiar. Especially, you guys got 21 and 22 respectively. Yeah, you're pretty sure that that's her. Just based on, the outline, the shape, the silhouette that you're seeing in there. You're like, yeah, that's got to be her.
I think that's her, Leon. She really doesn't have anything better to do than sitting here all day, I guess.
I guess so.
I would say I'll stay with the prisoner if you want to go make contact. So that way we can figure out what we're doing with her.
Sure. So Leon would approach the
I walk up with him.
the
Okay.
contact.
So, and is Jonathan with you guys, or did you go with Torbrek?
Probably just stay with Torbrek.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys approach.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
We have successfully retrieved.
Shh. Sit.
We have successfully retrieved. You've gone to the darkness and come back. There was like a bunch of.
You can speak normal here. Just
No, we have successfully retrieved the person that you had requested us to retrieve.
I saw. I watched you walk in.
Well,
You aren't going to say nothing? Or what?
I'm not just gonna fucking assume that you know or something.
I was finishing my drink.
Okay.
Besides,
You've been in here the whole time, lady. I think you had enough time.
really, I've been here the whole time.
Well, you were here when we left, and you were still here. Does it look like the same drink she had last time?
No,
Okay. I was going to play into it more.
A really long drink.
she was here when you left. She's here when
How
you
long
get
has
back.
it been again? It's been a while for
It's
me.
been
I'm kinda-
over a day.
It's been
Okay.
a while.
You're and you.
That's
you
right,
say,
'cause we had a rest.
And if you say out loud, do you say out loud you've been here the whole time?
You look like you've been here the whole time. Yes.
She just stares at you. Just
Is
almost
it the same
dumbfounded.
table, too?
No,
Okay.
no. But she stares at you, and it's like almost like she's dumbfounded. Like,
Siri.
are you really? Do you really think I sat here this entire time? Yeah, it's that kind of look. She doesn't say it, but that's that kind of look.
Well, not right here. Obviously, you changed tables. Anyway,
You
getting
have-
this,
you
getting
have
this
a
person
room.
was a total pain in the butt.
You have a room.
Yes.
Yes.
We should discuss there.
Whoa, lady, I just
Not
met
here.
you.
She rolls her eyes. But no, she kind of says we should talk there. It's a little more private.
Yeah, that makes
Hey,
sense.
I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's the captive, so pay us maybe.
Were we a promised payment?
No, we were promised security for Alpha if we got
Yeah.
the job done so that she wouldn't.
Leon doesn't say that in character.
Good.
The bar
Because that's
doesn't sing the
copyrighted.
song in
It's
character.
copyrighted,
I
dude.
know it's copyrighted, but I didn't sing enough for us to get in trouble.
You didn't
Are
sing
you sure?
good enough.
I didn't sing
Oh,
it
ouch!
good.
All right, so
You suck!
I am a bad singer.
I don't know.
so do you guys go up to the room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So shortly after you get in the room and you lay the rescue prisoner like down on the bed there, the door opens behind you and it's Leon, Patch, and the woman.
So what's the deal with the captive that we have again? Was she knocked out? She
She looked like she has been beat and
Okay, so
tortured to
she's,
shit.
like, incredibly injured.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we did like a minor medicine check
Yeah.
on her, but we didn't have enough spells to like just pump her full of healing.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
I
she's still-
definitely would have if
And
I
even
had
yeah, well you could have because you guys did get a long rest, so you would have
I still had some spell slots left
Yeah.
before.
But again, she's gone through the ringer. Physical health wise, she's most likely fine after your administrations of magical healing and stuff like that. But
She's just exhausted.
she's absolutely physically, mentally been just wiped
Busted.
out,
Yeah.
and it's going to take at least some time for her body to
Yeah, I got you.
recover from the exhaustion of everything that she's gone through. But as soon as you guys get in the room and the door closes behind you, that's when the woman pulls her hood back. And again, yes, it is the same woman.
No.
Oh, thank God.
Yes, and she just kind of looks over at all of you, looks at the woman on the bed, walks over there and just kind of kneels down next
Are
to
the
her.
monkeys still with me?
Give me a perception hearing.
I thought you. Oh.
It's 24 hours, sir.
Mm-hmm.
It has not been 24.
No, it has not.
Yeah. Let's see. Perception hearing 15.
You hear what sounds like from maybe a story above you, because you're on the second floor and this is a 3-story inn and tavern. So like on the roof of the floor above you, you hear lots of
Oh yeah, they're still here.
yeah.
Jesus.
So they're on the roof hanging out doing
It's
stuff.
like, hang on, I gotta check something. Oh yeah, no, they're
Yeah,
still
they're
around.
there.
Anyway, carry on.
But she kneels down next to the bed, grabs the hand of the woman on there and just kind of holds it and just sits there. Doesn't say anything.
Patch just
That's all
sits
she
there
did.
awkwardly for a moment and goes, so, now what?
Now what? What are you expecting?
I don't know. Something.
Something amazing.
Something. Me too, kid. I don't know. Something amazing, I guess.
I mean, rescuing her wasn't the easiest thing.
I never said it would be. In fact, I believe I told you it would be very
Torberg's
difficult. And you lived up to your end of the bargain. I shall live up to mine. She looks over at Alpha. I'm giving you the leeway that you desire.
Oh, that's
But
right.
I-
That was what we were gaining from this.
But I expect, and now she looks at all of you and kind of addresses all of you, even though she hasn't moved from her position kneeling next to the bed, holding the other woman's hand.
Mm-hmm.
However, I do expect that you will find a way for this one to get home as soon as you can. I can only ignore the situation for so long. I will give you what time I can, but the clock is still ticking.
Yeah,
There
all right.
is still more on your side. You agreed to tell us more about who you are.
I was hoping you'd forget.
It's good
I
to
know
know.
I did.
I did too, so we're fine. Hey! Sprechen Sie Deutsch.
What is it you wish to know?
Just anything, really. Perhaps your resemblance to Goldmere for a start.
He is my half-brother, though he does not know it. Well, did not know it.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Let's go.
And we already confirmed that Gold was the one in the field that was following us before, right?
You assume it
That's
was.
a good question.
They saw him.
I saw him.
Okay, it was you.
Yeah, I saw him.
Sorry, the details are a
But
little...
the thing
You
is,
saw
I've
a
never,
figure that
I've never
looked like
met
gold.
I've
So-
never met.
Ah,
So-
shit.
And saw a
Wait,
figure that he
oh, yeah, that's right.
described as looking like a description of gold that, as
That's
far
right. I
as you
never
could
actually
tell.
saw him. I
Yeah.
saw
Right.
the camp. I'm
So
gonna
you don't
ask,
know.
I'm going to pipe up then and say, hey, was that your camp that was in that... I'll describe the area that we were in. I apologize. Real life me has
Yeah, no worries.
forgotten the specifics.
It's like, I was told to keep an eye on you. And kind of nods at Alpha. You. Which, interesting choice of new form. Which, for those of you who do not know, Alpha, who originally looked like a small rotting redhead girl in kind of wizard garb now looks like a fresher corpse of a guard, of one of the guards that they faced. As Alpha's previous form had slowly over time been rotting more and taking damage, needed to transfer to something a little fresher that didn't stink quite as bad. So, yeah.
So wait, if that was you, then where's Gold at?
I'm not at liberty to say.
Oh, come on, he was my friend.
I understand that. But it's not my place.
Patch looks disappointed.
Well, I have no more questions, so I'll leave you to it.
Thank you.
I think we should all get to our resting places and rest up for the night.
Didn't we just take a long rest?
This is your rooms. And yeah, you guys technically did just take a long rest.
Big time skip.
That, not a problem.
If that's the case, then I'd actually like to do a little bit of shopping.
Okay.
Is anything open at this?
Yeah, the only damage I've taken is the 6 from the monkey crossbow.
I'm out of 4th and 5th level spell slots, so.
You shouldn't be. Because you just
used
got
all
on
the
that.
teleport.
In the dimension door.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
That's why he wanted to rest to get those spells back.
Oh no, I have some armor to repair. So.
I'll go with you for that one. I'm curious what they got.
Okie dokie.
So you guys head out to go do a little bit of shopping?
Yeah, I'll go with him.
All right.
I need to start up with some surprise.
So,
Surprise.
where are you heading first?
I'm just gonna go to like a market district and find some kind of leather worker.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a history check with advantage, Leon.
Dude,
That's right. Leon knows this area better than anybody
Yeah,
else.
he hasn't been here in a little while, but still.
Patch isn't looking for anything in specific, so he's just following Leon.
Okay, so just kind of going along for the ride.
Yeah.
He can help us find what we're looking for.
What are you getting there, boy?
So
I
the
saw
lower,
that laugh.
the lower roll was a 1. Second roll wasn't a 1. It was actually much better, standing out at 2.
Oh,
So that's
nice.
a total of
That's twice as good.
It's a total of 4.
It's a 100% increase.
You're getting a little turned around. It seems like maybe there was, some changeover in a couple businesses here and there. Maybe even some new construction, like changing, fixing some old facades of buildings and fixing them up. Things just look a little different. You're a little turned around.
I think we passed that sign already. Are you sure you know where we're going?
Do we have to ask for directions?
I might be remembering wrong. There's nothing wrong with asking for directions.
No.
Well,
It takes you a little time, and you figure if your memory had served you right, to get from where you're at the Loving Boulder, you could have found like a good shopping district in the city, probably within half an hour. But it's been now about an hour, maybe a little more, when you finally do realize, I don't know where the hell I turned wrong at. You eventually ask some directions. Takes you another half an hour, but after asking directions and another half hour, you do find yourself in a fairly sizable shopping district. It's not like an open market. These are storefronts lining either side of the street, but as you go through, there are several different streets you go around, and it is a very commercial district. So you're seeing, all manner of things from textiles to baked goods to little cafes on the corner, full-on restaurants, household goods, general stores, pretty much anything you can think of. There's something around here. They're kind of like the average store. Nothing super high-end in this area, but also not the bottom of the barrel.
All right. Is there, like I said, a leather working store?
Yeah. You find one. Takes you just a few minutes walking down the streets and looking around a little bit.
All right.
You find one, and it says Timmy's Tools, like Toole S, Tools. And when you walk in the front, you can see lots and lots of tooled leather.
Okay. Why are you jacking up? Yeah, why are you jacking up?
I don't know. Your phone's making noise.
My
I
phone's
guess
not
we know
checking
what
up.
winds up Oscar the phones. All right.
Man, phones really
Phone
get me
noise.
going, you know?
Get him a little riled.
No, Leon's gonna approach the store owner and say,
Okay.
hello, are you capable of making repairs?
Repairs to as he looks at your armor you're wearing. Oh, that's nasty.
You look like shit, son.
Yeah. What did that? It looks like it's almost rotted away in places.
It was a very unfortunate encounter with a corrosive spider.
Ooh, corrosives. Yeah. Go into the changing area and you can take that off and hold on. He grabs like just a simple shirt and he's like, here, throw that on. You know, so you can be decent. Yeah,
Assuming that
take.
I don't have other clothes.
Well,
underneath.
he's just trying. I mean, he's a store owner. He just doesn't
Right.
want you running around naked in his shop.
A
you know?
standard adventuring hobo.
Yeah, so he's like, and take that off and then let me take a close look at it because, man, that's rough looking.
I also have a person with me, and he points to Jonathan, who also needs repairs.
Yeah. Likewise.
We go and do that.
Okay, after a few minutes, you're changed. You got your leather arm off, and he takes both sets and he starts inspecting them. And he looks at yours. Yours took the brunt of it. You got hit twice, whereas Jonathan only got hit once. And
Jonathan.
he looks at Jonathan and he's like, I might be able to repair this. Give me a second here and let me take a look at it. I just want to make sure.
Tis studded leather.
Ooh, I do know
Yeah.
something I need to go do.
What?
I need to go to a magic shop.
You and me both.
Yep.
You and me both, buddy.
Yeah.
I gotta stock up on.
Let me
My
check
shop's
this
out.
real quick.
Get something identified.
Oh, that's right.
3 things identified.
I don't know about your stuff, but I know about what I found. Patch doesn't know what you guys
Yeah.
found.
Yeah, this one, holding up Jonathan's, he says, I can probably repair this for about 20 gold.
All right.
I'm afraid yours, though, is... I'm going to be honest with you. I could repair it. It's going to cost just as much as getting a new set.
Then I'll just get the new set.
It's got
Yeah,
sentimental value.
It's pretty beat up. So, yeah, I would recommend a new set. It's just it's gonna save you time and it costs you the same. So 65 in total will cover both. I can get this one. This one, give me a day.
All right.
I should be able to take care of it.
Then I will see you tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. I do have a magic thing that we found in the dungeon.
And what is that?
The magical dagger.
Yes.
I forgot I found a dagger.
Yep.
I'm gonna
There are
ask
3
the
things.
shopkeeper if he knows where a magic shop is around here.
Or we can get stuff identified.
A what?
A magic shop.
I mean, like, what are you looking for?
To get something looked at that's magical, maybe
Look-
in nature.
Um,
Would I have even known it was magic?
Yes, because when we found it, I had the detect magic up.
that's true. You did.
Would you have
so,
told
yeah.
me that though? I
Yeah.
wasn't even there for that.
Well, no, I pointed it out because
Yeah,
the
he did.
detect magic
Okay.
was
He
up,
did.
so you know it's magical.
Okay.
All right. He goes. In fact, you know what? I will do, Leon, another history check with advantage. Come on,
Okay.
Leon.
Come on, use a different
I
die.
already up to a great start. Yeah, it's much better. 14 in total.
Okay.
That's a lot better.
Acceptable.
He says,
Correct.
I can't really recall any place that actually sells magic items, if that's what you're looking for. And as far as
I don't need
I don't-
magic items. I have something that I believe is magic. I just need it looked at by someone who's well versed in the arcane.
well versed, and when Patch says that, you're 14 with your history check. You kind of go, ooh.
You turn into a 14-year-old girl.
Yeah. No,
I'm actually 20.
Yeah. Well, your roll of a 14 for your history check. You kind of remember that there's not really like a market for magic items, and getting it sold. Like the last place you got stuff identified was you ended up having to go to the magical academy that was around and actually, talk to someone there. But that's not where you're at. You're nowhere near that. There's not a place like this that you recall here in Ravensboro. However, there are a couple, freelance wizards, that occasionally, if you can find them, find their house and convince them, yeah, they'll take a side job of identifying some stuff for the right amount of coin. As far as if any of them are still in the city that that you would know, hey, we should go here, blah, blah, blah. There's only one that comes to mind because everyone kind of knows this guy exists because he's kind of eccentric and his house is literally right off the main market square, and it is odd because everywhere around it, really classy looking construction and all that. His house, same kind of construction, but the outside of it is a mishmash of pink, blue, purple, yellow. I mean, just all sorts of colors all over in random spots. Like
So,
somebody vomited a rainbow on it.
And his name is Sam Witch.
Yep.
Yeah, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
Get bodied!
I'm rolling the D100 for that.
Yes, you are. You are.
Come on.
You weren't supposed to guess that yet.
69.
You're
69. 69. That didn't roll in the...
That's a 60!
Come on, 9! Fuck, 60.
Damn close. Three-way.
Wow.
Oh. Wow. We need healing.
All right.
Can we go to a normal shop and get healing potions?
A basic goods shop would probably have a couple potions
So-
lying around.
So that's all you remember, but you do know it's kind of near like the main city center square. Kind of like how back in Kyber you had the bowl.
Yeah.
Here there's a central area that's kind of like that. That's another good walk away from where you're at, but still.
All right. Well, I informed the group of this.
Okay.
We're still at the leather shop, correct?
Oh yeah.
Good, sir. I have 2 questions for you.
Yes.
One, where can I find the best and freshest produce, fruits of sorts for my brewing? Second, where is a common store where they would sell like just normal healing potions and stuff of that sort as well?
Adventurers kind of stuff. I mean,
Is there like a,
there's not a great market for that too much around here. The only place I could think is, I mean, there is a Freelancers Association guild house off of the city center.
that might come in handy. Okay.
All right.
I mean, if you're members of the guild, which I mean, I assume based on the way you guys look, I assume you're adventurers.
He knows us so well.
But
I mean,
never
dude,
said-
that armor. I mean, that you don't get that guarding the city. Okay, that's. I'm not stupid. I've seen stuff before.
Right.
Well, you dumb. You
But-
stupid.
But yeah, I mean, it's that would be my best bet. Is perhaps you'd be able to get, if you're members of that guild, you might be able to find something there. Other than that, city center might be the best place. As far as if you're asking for produce, I would actually go to the south end of the city, outside the city walls, where some of the farms are. On the south end of the city, they kind of tend to specialize more in citrus fruits and stuff like that. Where around like on the north side of the city and stuff like that, it's more, they deal more in grains and other like root vegetables and stuff like that. So depending on what you want, that's where you're gonna get the freshest stuff from straight from the farmers. You can get some of that in town, but I mean, to be honest, sometimes
Fresher is always better
Yeah.
when it comes to certain things.
yeah.
Out of character. If we do go to the guild, you guys can we can all figure out what happened to the old starting town. See how they've been building up and repairing stuff.
Isn't the guild like forever and a half away?
You just said there's a guild hall.
Okay,
There's a
I
guild
was
in-
reading through a spell. I must have missed that.
No, there's a
specific
guild
word.
in town that we can find like magic potion stuff for adventurers.
Okay, a guild.
Yeah.
But maybe we can find someone who can help us tell us if anything's happened with. My character wouldn't know this, but like from where we originally came from, see how the repairs are going, how they've been building up since we've been gone, because they've been gone for quite some time. Just to get an update on
All right.
what's going on, what.
If they have the guild there, then they'd probably be able to identify.
Yep.
Shit as well.
Possibly.
Alright.
You don't know until you try.
You want to
We've
go?
done it before.
You want to go to your sandwich guy guild and then farmer from there?
That works for me.
All right. Well, lead the way.
Okay. So where are you heading first?
Sandwich.
All right. You head again heading towards the city center, and both the guild hall and Sam Which, his house is right there.
Shit's gonna happen.
The obvious house, as you see, it hasn't changed a bit. It is still this gaudy, garish-looking structure that is right off of the city center. So, what do you do?
I'm gonna approach the door and knock on it.
Okay. After a long pause, maybe 15 seconds pass, you hear a fairly loud voice as if it's literally standing right in front of you. Who is it?
He's thaumaturgy, yes.
My name is Leon Palance.
Ooh, I'm
And?
Patch. And Patch.
Yes, and Pat.
And?
Torbrick.
And?
Jonathan as well.
Ah. And what would you want?
We are looking to get some objects identified.
Ah. Do you have coin?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's see.
No, are you not going to approach the...
Patch
Hold it up.
holds up a handful of coins that he's picked up out of his bag. All of his coin is just loose across the bottom of his little.
I just take some out of my pouch and I have more. But...
He's got his bag. He's like,
All right. Enter. Follow the stairs. Up. 4th floor. Perception check.
based on.
Sight.
Oh,
4th floor.
God, that was bad. A nat 1 and a 4. So 12.
25.
Okay.
15.
Okay, you two. You don't notice it, Pat. You're getting a little bit, kind of this voice right in front of your face is a little bit, But, he says, up the stairs, 4th floor. The building looks like it's only 1 story from the outside. He says, up the stairs, 4th floor. 3rd door on the right.
All right.
So we will follow those instructions.
Door flies open. And all you see in front of you is a short hallway and then stairs just going pew, straight up.
Pat sees the stairs and looks at the top of the building.
Now you notice.
Like,
It doesn't seem right.
One of these things just doesn't belong here.
This is a funky building.
I mean, did you see the outside of it? I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
So,
4th floor.
yep, you guys head up. You're walking up the stairs. The scenery as you're going up, just of this hallway, just does not seem to change. It doesn't look like you're going up, but you can feel your legs are moving. You're stepping upstairs, but it's like it doesn't seem like it's moving. But then after
I hate this kind of magic.
Yeah, after a good 15, 20 seconds, okay, then all of a sudden it's like the next step in for you, you're on a landing.
All right.
And then you go across that one, and the stairs continue up. You go up that one.
Fun.
Same kind of thing, and then a landing. It's like it appears out of nowhere. Eventually you get to what you assume by counting it would be the 4th floor. And
Pat shouts, why do you have so many floors?
and you're saying that out loud?
Yeah, I'm just shouting off into the.
You're just shouting.
To the ether.
Like, why do you have so many floors?
Why do you have so many floors? Why do you have so many floors? Why do you have... It echoes back at you. And
Yeah, this building's big.
as you turn to the right to head down, kind of an archway seems to almost kind of materialize before you as you head down. Now a hallway where you see 1 door on the right, then a 2nd door, and then a 3rd. And as you approach that door, you hear it crank, and it swings open for you.
Need some WD-40.
What's that?
When
I just wanted to sound smart.
when you step into the room, you see what looks like a fairly large space which, once again, based on what you've seen in the outside structure, just does not seem right. But, sure enough, this space, it's probably a good 20 foot long by 30 foot wide. There's all manner of tables with strange equipment sitting on them. Some of it, for those of you who are versed in arcane studies of any kind, even, if it's indirect with just bardic knowledge, you recognize as, stuff that would be used in creating magic, different kinds of things like magical potions or magic items, or just the research aspect even of different kinds of magic, as well as some things that are a little bit weird. You see some bubbling liquids. It looks like there's a flame that seems to be coming out of almost like a little candlestick, but with no candle, no wax. And there's this kind of blue flame, and there's this weird rubber hose thing connected to it, going over connected to a big barrel. And there seems to be some kind of little things on it. You don't know what to call them, but they seem to be something that looks like if it turned, you might close off the flow.
It's blasphemy!
It's all sorts of weird stuff going on, in addition to obvious magical stuff that you see.
That thing to fill it up.
There is also some shelves that are aligning the walls, loaded with books, scrolls, and all manner of stuff. Okay. And then off on one wall, there is a fireplace. Sitting in front of that fireplace, there is a nice rug with a fairly decent-sized couch on one side, a coffee table, an overstuffed chair, a couple other seats and stuff. And sitting in the overstuffed chair, you see, looks to be an elderly gentleman. Probably, at first glance, you would guess to be in his maybe 70s, human. And very kind of a full, almost Santa-like beard. Also white, like that. White hair. And if you could say a typical fantasy wizard, that is the outfit he is wearing.
Merlin!
Pointy star hat and all. Okay?
What a nerd!
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. I don't actually say that.
Nerd! You're a fucking nerd. Okay. So he's sitting there, and he has a cat sitting on his lap that he is petting. And he just looks over to you and says, "Well, come on in, sit down.
All right.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Sam. Sam Which.
Oh, like a sandwich?
A what?
You know what? Never mind.
Oh.
I'm Patch.
Like on a shirt.
Yes.
Oh, good.
All right.
Leon.
Yes, and Jonathan. Yes, very good. So you said you needed some stuff identified.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. And I pull out reach into my bag and pull out the necklace.
I pull out the dagger. And there's one.
And then Alpha had a wooden rod.
Yeah.
So,
We'll throw that in.
okay. Ooh. Interesting. Well, guess what? Have I got a deal for you?
I do like deals.
Now, I am a very busy person. Have lots of research to do. So normally, taking time out of my busy schedule to do this kind of work would cost quite a lot. However, I would be willing to trade.
Trade what?
Well, you see, as part of my research, there's something in particular that I'm looking for. I just do not have the ability to get it myself.
And what, pray tell, might that be?
Well, it is a
Rude.
tulip.
Okay.
It's a very, very special tulip. Actually made out of opal. And it is encased in a glass case And it is located in a pocket dimension.
How are we supposed to get it?
I can get you to the pocket dimension and back once you retrieve it. The problem is, I myself can't go there.
Why not?
Because if I were to go there, I would never be able to get back.
So we'd be completely at your mercy?
Well, you see, I would want to bring you back because you're trying to get the thing for me that I need.
But, like, what if you're, like, evil and an assassin trying to get rid of?
Well, then don't take the deal. It's as simple as that.
That's not going to be everybody we need. All right.
It's as simple as that.
I mean, they just told Leon he had a huge price on his head.
You have a price on your head.
Why'd you bring it up? You just had to say something. Rabbit can't keep his mouth shut.
It's a running joke.
I actually didn't even think about that, but I'm rolling with it. That cracks me up.
God damn it.
That was an honest mistake, but like, that's so...
21. What do you roll? 21?
22.
19 on the die. He's a wise motherfucker.
You can't fucking roll low when it matters. Huh?
No, apparently not. All right, so he just kind of looks at you and he goes, "It would behoove you to be honest. I'm giving you an offer here that could help you."
And what he mentioned has nothing to do with the offer, so I think we'll take the offer.
Fair enough.
Pat shrugs.
Can at least we get the dagger identified, so at least we have extra weapons if we need it. That's all I ask before we go in.
And how do I know you won't just run off if I identify something for you, and maybe that's all you wanted?
I come from
Pinky
the Feywild.
promise.
I give you my word, which is my bond. So my word
Pinky
is...
promise.
He doesn't know you.
Pinky promise.
Pinky promise.
Pinky promise.
Where did you learn this magic?
I have my methods.
Damn it, the old rules. Yes, fine. And he
Here's
gives you a
the
pinky promise, and he's like,
Few things are as sacred as a pinky promise.
yes. And he agrees. So
Dibs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dibs and pinky promises. You must
Yep.
never break.
Exactly.
You must respect dibs.
You must respect dibs. And he and the pinky promise.
That's right.
Dibs!
Damn it.
Shotgun. What? No.
Curses.
So he says, "Let me see it." Grabs some stuff, pulls out some stuff from a pouch, and grabs it, kind of rubs it on there, rubs it on his eye. Ah, damn it! Prestidigitation. Okay. Looks at it, starts chanting some arcane words, and after a good solid 10 minutes, finally he goes, "Aha! Interesting. You've never seen one of these before, I take it?"
Nope.
Well, he's literally looking at it, so I think he has.
Excellent point.
I concur.
Wise you are.
That is my highest stat.
I call bullshit!
He hands
Actually,
it
it's technically not anymore. It's strength.
he hands it over to you, Hilt, first.
Yep.
And he says, "Now, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Stand over there and brandish it as if you were going to use it, and close your eyes.
Alright, I do just that.
Okay? Keep your eyes closed, and tell me when you can see me." You watch him as he begins to walk over there, and as soon as he gets within about 20 feet of Tomer, you're like, "Hey, I see you,"
Not Tomer.
even though your eyes are closed. And he
Torbert.
says, Torbreck. He goes, "That is a dagger of blind sight."
So what? You just like hold it and then you
Well,
can see through your eyelids?
I'm amplifying it right now. Technically, you must be attuned to it, which takes a little bit of time, but this is why I wanted you to test it here, so you could see for yourself.
Hmm.
You will have to take the time to attune to it if you want to retain that property.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Kind of neat.
At least now, when someone does darkness, at least to be able to see somebody.
Our resident darkness spammer hasn't played with us in
Is
Yeah,
it just
she hasn't been around in a
quite
while.
some time.
Is it just a standard dagger, or is there any other?
It is just a dagger, except it grants you blind sight out to 20-foot radius from you.
Hey, you just hold on to it
Okay.
and kick the shit out of him
Mm-hmm.
with your free hand, Mr.
Yeah.
Monk.
Yep, pretty much. Well, technically, you can just hold on to it, and
Yeah,
it's just something in your hand. You still punch him with
Yeah.
it.
exactly.
But yep, you attune to it, and there you go. So that will the attuning process will take about an hour.
That's fine. I'll do that long. If they have any more conversations,
Mhm.
any more questions for this guy,
Yeah.
I'll do that real quick.
And if you, I leave it up to you. You can leave the other items here, and I can work on them while you go to retrieve my item, or you can take them with you, and upon your return, I will identify them once you give me the item.
Well, you did that pretty quick, so maybe. Nah, I guess I'll leave it with you so it can be being worked on.
It is up to you. Either way.
Yeah, we're pretty much going to be at your mercy anyway, so.
Okay.
I suppose if you wanted to inflict ill will on us, you would be able to quite easily, so.
I wouldn't need to do that. I would hope.
Me too.
Unless you try something funny. And then now he's kind of looking at you like his eyes are. I'll let you go ahead and roll perception check with your outstanding perception.
Natural 20. Can't do better
Okay,
than
yeah.
that.
Now he's looking at you, and his eyes are. You notice it now. There's like craziness. Like you can physically see the crazy in his eyes, and now it's like, unless you're gonna try something.
You can put the finger down.
Oh, sorry. Forgot it was loaded.
I do have a question for you.
Hmm.
I am a brewer of sorts. Is there a way with your magical knowledge?
A Bruin.
No, I'm a person who likes to brew beer and ale and such.
Oh, an alcoholist. Yes.
Yes. Is there a way that I would be able to take those skills if you knew a way to basically brew my own healing potions if possible?
Man, you are really reaching with that.
Ooh. Well,
I'm just curious.
it does require some art in alchemy, which it sounds like, as an alcoholist, there is some of that to that. However, I mean, I myself am a slight exception, well, my genius is very well known, and it did not take me long to go through the training, but magical academy and training, usually the 2 years of training minimum to learn the basics to do that.
All right.
So the arcana knowledge is required. It must be studied in depth.
All right. Never mind.
Well, it's an option to you.
Yeah, I don't do much with magic, even though my fists are kind of magical.
Oh, let me see. He literally just grabs your wrist and almost hits himself in the face.
He's
with
not
your
going to be able
fist.
to go full wrist. I'm a fucking.
Oh no, but he
The
grabs.
concept, yeah.
Yeah, he grabs and he almost hits himself in the face with your
He has
fist.
like foot-long fingers. He's like, whoosh.
He's like Pan's Labyrinth.
He just goes. Scoop.
Yeah, but almost hits himself, and he looks, and he kind of starts like tracing your knuckles a little bit, looking. Ah, interesting. You tap into your own energy to do that. That is very fascinating.
Yep, and the liquor helps.
Ooh, my fists are magic too, and I hit the big gauntleted hand.
Oh,
That's
God,
another-
that's different.
That's an item.
That's different. I made those 5th year.
You made these?
Well, not those ones, but
Okay, I was about to say we found these way off.
no. May I? Oh yes, that was Gorgrim the Black.
Whoa!
You can
I
look
look.
at
Is
it,
there like a
look-
signature?
Yeah, there's like this little symbol on the inside. It's like a maker's mark.
Oh man, that's so cool.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, no.
I wonder if they're
I knew him.
stolen.
He was kind of an asshole, but very, very good at that.
Oh well, they've worked quite well so far. Now I don't feel bad about having his gloves though.
Oh, no.
He wasn't gonna use them.
No. He's been dead for 220 years.
Oh man, it's like a collector's item then.
A collector's item that you're still using.
So
He says, whenever you are ready, I can open the portal for you.
No time like the present.
Ah, very well.
Hold on. I have some questions about this. How do we reach you once we've located and gathered your item?
Look at Torbrek thinking ahead.
I've learned because we've gotten ourselves into some shitty situations with no way out.
What did I miss?
That is a very good question.
I got a dagger of blinding.
I'm glad you brought it up.
he reaches into another pouch on his waist, pulls out a small stone, and he says,
This can be used once.
Someone
will
out there
actually-
into your world.
It has the same effect of a sending spell, however, it can only be used once, and it does go across planes, which is important since you will be in a pocket dimension, essentially another plane.
Alright.
Any further questions?
That's it for me.
Are we good to take this on tomorrow once I've recovered my resources?
Yes, we'll be back tomorrow.
Yes, you. Very well. Just as said, let me know when you're ready to go, and if I may, I will take that
For
until
now.
you are ready.
That is only fair.
Yes, just
What did you just take?
come.
Oh,
The stone.
yeah.
Gave the stone back because we're gonna come back tomorrow to do it.
So yes, just when you are ready tomorrow, come knock at the door. Don't worry. Hedrew will remember you. That's the door.
Question.
He's very smart.
You use studded leather armor, right?
I do.
No, I do not.
Talking to my friend here.
Oh, sorry.
Because I actually picked up studded leather armor when we were in the dungeon if you want a free one as a backup. Or do you want me to hold on to it?
I would say hold on to it. I've already paid.
Okay. Just making sure.
But yes, I'm good to head back to the inn and take a rest. Well, of course, not before we do what errands you both wanted to run.
Out of character, who is Arden? Oh, that's the frickin' people that we killed them. Because I have
Church of Arden.
Yeah, I have a necklace and I have a belt from Arden. I don't think they do
I
anything.
tell him I'll take my necklace back until tomorrow.
Yes, of course. And the rod.
Oh yeah. Alpha's
Stick.
Yes.
Alpha's rod.
The stick, yes.
Let's keep going. Let's get our other supplies and we should be back tomorrow.
All right.
To the guild.
All right. So you basically walk across the city center square, which it is a large one. In fact, did not quite do it justice earlier. So now it is time for the description because you have been to Kyver. Well, Patch has been to Kyver. Jonathan is from Kyver. You've both seen the bowl. Leon obviously has also seen the bowl. But Leon, you've been here before. This was your city. And it seems like it's gotten a little bit more grandiose. There's, over the last little bit, there has been some additional construction. Nothing really that major, but enough that it's like beautification. And this is what you feel must have happened on the streets you were on before that got you lost because things were a little different, just enough so that it messed with your memory.
Yeah.
But it seems like there's been some progress here in the city, and some things are a little bit newer, a little bit cleaner, brighter, and the size of this city center makes Kyver City Center look like just a tiny little park. Okay, just a nothing. Because this city center size is almost the size of the entire bowl, not just the center of it where the market is. The entire bowl. It's huge. And it's almost like concentric rings that seem to be going up at an angle. to kind of just a rise.
Mhm.
And as you go up through the streets, you finally get to that center portion. And on the center portion, that is where you found Sam Witch's house.
Mhm.
And looking around, you can kind of look down the streets. They almost go like spokes off the center. And it's like gardens seem to trail down each street on the sides, and then the buildings on either side of the streets. And in the center, in the circles as they go up, it's like a tiered structure where someone, like whoever the planner was of this, took the time to really plan it out so that there was green space pretty much any direction you looked, no matter where you stood. You either saw some really beautiful large trees with bushes and some grass, or flower beds, or just it's almost like there was a cadre of druids all just going nuts in this area, working together with stonemasons, carpenters, and everything to make an absolutely gorgeous, well planned, well thought out, spacious city center.
Okay.
And this is one of the things you love about the city, Leon.
Yeah.
While it has improved a little bit, you do remember from time to time standing on the rooftops, looking out from here at the city center over some of the rest of the city. You can see from here off to the east, there's where the palace is, and the nobles' quarters, which are kind of east and south.
Yeah.
You also can see off to the northwest portion. Over there, you can tell that's where the slums are. You've seen them before, okay? But the vantage point you get from here is amazing, and you know it. You haven't been up on the roof yet this visit, but you can picture them again in your mind. And it's something that it has always brought you a measure of peace, especially as the sun was setting over the city. Watching it dip below the horizon to the west, seeing the rays come across the areas that you protected in the west and the north, that sun coming across to where you stood upon building tops in the city center, looking down across everything. It also brings you a little bit of measure of sadness having that memory, because you know that there's still some unfinished business.
Right.
Now, all that being said, and I wish this would stop doing this. Okay. Stupid monitors. Okay. But it's gorgeous. And as you go across this main portion of the city center to the other side, a newly refinished surface, the front facade of the Freelancers Association Guild House in Ravensboro. It looks just as gorgeous as the one you left back in Kyber, if not more so.
All right.
Maybe a little bit more opulent, even. Once again, stairs leading up to a set of ornate double doors that are currently open, as it is business hours. You walk in, and a familiar layout greets you. Open entry hall, fairly wide open distance to the front desks, which are a good 30 feet away from the open doors. Lofted ceilings, open areas to the side, guild hall jobs board on one side, hallways leading off to other areas of the guild on the other, and the desk with 2 people seated at it, as always.
This place is huge.
It's quite similar to the one back in Kyber, actually.
Might
It
even
is
look a
quite
little
big,
bit
yeah.
nicer.
All right.
Oh, you haven't been to the guild on this card yet?
No.
Do we have like ID cards or anything that?
You two do.
Okay, so
You have Guildcrest badges.
Okay.
I don't.
Hey, maybe we can get you as an official part of our group.
I'm down with that.
Might as well, seeing as we're here.
All right. So, what do you guys do?
You're the ones that wanted to come here. You take the lead.
I don't have no badge, so I don't have.
I was just going along with you guys.
I have no room to talk.
Guess that falls to me.
I don't actually remember why we came here.
For
Because-
potions.
For potions.
Oh,
and-
that's right. You wanted potions.
Well, the thing is, I want you to save your spells for like dire need consequences when we go into combat. I'd rather just use potions as like an alternate healing source, so we don't drain you out.
So
Can't
Leon,
drink potions if you're dead, and that's the only time I heal you.
Leon approaches the front desk.
Okay. As you head there, it's almost a little bit of deja vu as you're walking up. You
They're twin
almost
brothers.
expect to see. Well, you almost expect to see Aiden
Mhm.
up there, as well as.
It's Hayden.
No, it's Aiden.
No, I'm saying
No.
his twin brother.
Yeah, no. But you almost expect to see Aiden up there and Bart.
Hayden
but-
fart.
Yeah. No, but instead, as you approach, there is a fairly like bubbly-looking gnomish woman.
Mhm.
She's just, nice bright smile. She's like, "Hello, how can I help you?"
We're looking for a couple of things. First, we'd like to get him formally associated with the guild.
Oh, yes, and are you members?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I root through my bag and I hold up the.
Ah.
Same.
Yes. May I?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, here.
Yeah.
Thank you. She grabs one, whichever one is handed
Ah,
first,
okay, then just one.
and she takes it, reaches under the desk, pulls something out that looks kind of like a wand of some kind, kind of waves it over it a little bit, looks and goes, "Ah, okay, excellent." Hands it back, puts the wand back, pulls out a ledger, flips through it, goes through, gets a number, and says, the Blue Devils, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Yes, I see here you have listed 6 party members. We have a gold listed as party leader.
Yeah, we're working on that.
We have Leon.
Nope, never heard of him.
We have Patch.
He sounds handsome.
And yet,
That's you.
I know.
we have sorry, 7 party members.
Boy,
1 deceased.
we have so many friends.
One deceased.
Oh.
I'm sorry to hear that. There is a Jonathan.
Easier.
A Persephone.
She's
She's no longer with us.
Otherwise occupied.
Okay.
Patch wastes no time. They're like, nope, she's gone.
And a Tomer.
Tomer is also kind of.
Okay.
Gone on his own.
Shall I?
Is
shall
there
I
any reason
scratch
we
parties
can't
from
keep
the
them, or
list?
does that mess anything up if we keep adding people to the group?
No. I mean, it is a roster of personnel within your organization. That is perfectly fine. I mean, when it comes dues time, they will have to pay their dues.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, they're probably not paying that.
Okay. Would you like me to remove them from the lists?
They can always be added at a later date, correct?
Yes.
Then we'll
Yeah.
do that, yes.
Oh, okay. So, which one shall I remove?
Persephone, Gold, Ajax, who's of course deceased.
Yes, he's deceased. That unfortunately, he has already been removed because of
And
that.
Tomer.
Very well. So we still have Leon,
Low
Patch,
rest
and
his
Jonathan.
soul.
Yes.
All right, and you're saying you would like to add this gentleman
As well as this one.
as
here.
as this one here. Very well. Your name, sir?
Torbrek.
Torbrek. And you as well, sir. Okay, there we go.
Alpha.
Wow,
Wow, you sure sound different today, Alpha.
my vocal cords are finally adjusting.
This is how I really sound.
I will need your initial fees. That will be 50 gold each.
I'll pay for both.
Very well, thank you. All right. Takes the wand out, takes a Guildcrest seal out, passes over it, hands it to you.
Thank you.
Does the same to Alpha. It says,
There you go. You're all set. Will there be any other business that you need to conduct today?
We needed to visit the market area to buy some stuff for a quest we're about to go.
Yeah, he wanted to buy some potions.
Oh, bye. So you would like to see the Guildhall store?
Yes.
Very well. Yes. Head off to your right, my left, if you'll see here. Over to that side, down that hall. Well, you are prior member. What branch were you from?
The one in Kyver.
Kyver.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. I see what you're
It,
asking
their guild hall is modeled after ours, so the layout is very, very similar. Maybe a
now. Oh, you guys came first?
Oh, but of course.
Huh. How interesting.
But you can find. We have done some renovations, so there may be some slight differences between here and there. But if you go down that hall, off to the second door, and the second door is going to be the guild store. The third door is our disbursement offices. If you would like to go to how shall we say, borrow equipment, which you probably were explained, previous members in Kyber, that you are allowed to requisition certain equipment, but you will be expected to repay at the end. It is more of a loan out until you are paid for services that you are doing, so that you can afford to do it. We like to make sure our guild members have the equipment they need to complete their tasks, so that they can get paid, and then so can we. But that also means we get a bigger cut to repay whatever you use from there.
I just had a funny thought.
Yeah.
You see Dee walk by, but she's pregnant. Leon's gonna be a daddy.
I thought you were cucking Leon there for a second. None of that.
Okay.
This is Dee's twin sister.
C.
C.
Have you met her mother?
E.
E.
Yeah, and her Aunt B.
That one sucks.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, I should probably roll for that, shouldn't I? Hold on. 75. Okay.
It's like 3 away.
Yeah, it is. All right. So I assume you head to the guild stores.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had the...
That was uncomfortably close if you were rolling for a 69 there.
Yes. So you head down the hall, get to the door, and it is open. It is current operating hours. You see in there, there is a gentleman there who's kind of manning the stores.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, they take turns and stuff like that. You would know that. You've seen that before in Kyver. But he sees you walk in, is like, looking for anything specific?
Potions.
Right over there, points to a shelf that has a whole bunch of different shaped, colored, and sized vials, flasks. All of them look to be like hardened glass, so that they can take a little bit of jostling around, but they're also meant to be throwaway items. You use it and just chuck it, it breaks, it's done, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, check it out. They're all right there. As you look through, you see what you estimate based on where the labels and things are that you can make out. It looks like they've got 3 regular healing potions, the standard, and then 1 actual greater healing potion.
How much each for the regular?
The regular ones are the normal market price is 50 gold each, but as a guild member, you're getting a slight discount. They are 40 each.
Okay, and then the greater one, I'm assuming, is like pretty pricey.
The greater one's a little bit more pricey. Let me pull it up. I think I've got it on.
84 bajillion gazillion
I
gorbillion.
think I've got it on this computer.
78
So.
Gorillion.
Exactly.
Gorilla.
There.
It's Godzilla.
Due to international
Yeah.
copyright law.
But we should
It's
still
not
run
actually Godzilla. We should still run like it is.
Ah!
I was just thinking about that.
Austin Powers.
Yeah, me too.
and this should let me. If I can get it open, just to make sure. Let's try the.
In the meantime, I'll be talking to.
Okay, yeah. So for you guys,
Just
it will
kidding.
be 125 for the greater healing because you get a discount for the being members of the guild. Because they can get these things in a little bit more bulk, so they get for a better price, and they pass that on to their guild members. Public would, if you were to go out in town and actually find someone selling this stuff, it would be the full market price, which for a greater healing potion, well, first off, it would be about 150, but the likelihood of you even finding it out there is rare.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the lot.
All right, so
They goes immediately outside and sells them for market value.
yeah, which only nets you like 45 gold or something like that.
He's on that hustle.
And now you're out the healing potions, and they don't have any more to buy, so you're. But there you go. So that is what you end up with.
Yep, I got him.
Anything else that you're looking for?
I think that was it.
Okay. So, what now and where to next?
What time of day is it now?
It is actually right around lunchtime, noonish.
I mean, I can always wait for the farmer's thing another day.
Okay.
And
You don't hear any more monkeys.
Shame.
so long, fellas.
My brethren, no.
They were just following at a distance the whole time.
They were actually. If
Until we meet again, little monkey friends.
all right, so
Maybe the chaos deity will resummon the monkey army at some point.
so where to, guys?
We sure we don't want to make use of our afternoon and go find that weird crystal flower or whatever that guy wanted?
Well, the thing is, he's getting his armor fixed.
Yeah. And also my spell slots back.
Do we even need it?
We don't know what could be in that demi-plane.
Yeah, it's a pie.
Also, what do you mean spell slots?
My magic energy is
Oh, okay,
running
that's all I had to
rather
say.
low.
I'm curious. So, see, me being in a guild that after buying the potions, I'm gonna see if there's like a chart or something that like does the ranking system to see who's like the top dog in this place.
He wants to find
Oh,
the biggest
you're-
guy in the yard and then fight him.
You're interested. You're interested.
Swift
who
kick in the dick.
Beat the crap out of him.
You're interested to find out who the top dog is. Okay.
Yeah, I'm curious.
All right. So
Murderize him.
yeah. So
Killing you guys.
Sergeant,
So-
fuck you.
you start asking around a little bit, and you actually get directed to a similar place in that you guys have been to in Kyver.
The upstairs bar.
Actually, the bar area in general. It's the food and bar. You get directed there, and it's a similar layout to the one in Kyver. However, this one you get a little bit more of like the old world hunting lodge feel to the kind of the aesthetics of it, and it seems a little bit more as a instead of like a bunch of tables placed around, it's more like set off into, okay, here's like this almost like little mini smoking lounge area, if you would, and then another one and another one. Like you'd expect to see, old men in smoking jackets with pipes, sitting there and talking and blah blah blah. But instead, it's that kind of aesthetic, the look. But it's it's like old gentleman's club. There's like fireplaces, like several of them around.
Magical creatures' heads lining the walls.
Exactly.
Guys, close your eyes. You don't want to look at this.
Yeah, and instead of old men in smoking jackets, what you see are different groups of adventurers, and sometimes a couple of them in one area, maybe commingling or whatever. But it's almost like certain groups have their own little areas that they like to kind of claim as their own, and it's not 100% full. It's about 50%.
But when you get in there and you start asking around, you see that there is on the wall what looks like some kind of quote unquote leaderboard. Okay, and it's not really a leaderboard, but it is rankings. And the rankings, as these guys could tell you, go anywhere from C, because if you get a D, you're dead. You know that's
D
why
for dead.
D for dead.
Easy to remember.
You have to get at least rank C in order to actually be good enough to be part of the guild. And by nature of these guys already being members of the guild and having a rank, the guild grants them to add new members because they assume, look, if you can hang with these guys, you know, they're kind of your test.
Mhm.
So for Alpha and Torbrek, it's, well, you know, if these guys say you're good enough to hang with them, you get to, by proxy, assume their rank, because either you'll live up to it or you'll end up dead anyway, so it doesn't matter. So, because they're going to be taking on stuff that is higher level, so that it'll either kick your ass or you're going to live. So, you're looking at this leaderboard, so to speak. What you see is several group names on there. And there's a lot of A ranks in here. It goes C, B, A, AA, AAA, and Quad A. Okay. And then there's 5As, which you never heard about in Kyber. You only
That's
heard
a
about
new one.
Quad A. There's 5A, and there is one listing. It simply says the Nightingale.
Oh, fuck me.
I see his facial reaction. Like, what does that mean to you? You know that person?
I have history. Nightingale is someone who was typically sent after other people, and at one point was sent after me.
And then what?
I ran away.
Clearly, you're still here.
I did not confront them, and that is why I'm still alive.
Clearly, we shouldn't be here for much longer.
Agreed.
Is that going to be an issue? Because like you're already like pretty much in their house now.
And that's why we're leaving.
Yep. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, let's head out.
Why are they hunting you?
It's a story for later.
Private time. We have a whole afternoon with nothing to do now.
So we will talk about that when we are out of the Freelancers Association.
Let's go back to our rooms and we'll discuss there, and I'll have drinks and stuff ordered up.
Fair enough.
Okay. So is that your plan?
Yeah.
For now? Okay.
Also, can I do a
Yes.
quick perception to see if I see anybody that is like similar race to me anywhere in this before we leave the guild area?
Any other
Sure,
furry
roll.
folks?
Any
Yeah,
other
I'm just curious because I haven't seen any
Folks.
any other people like me.
Okay.
I'm just curious if anybody else made it out.
Fur folks.
Ferb derbs.
18 plus 3.
You see none.
Man,
Hey, dead as fuck.
Alright, let's go.
Alright.
They all use that fucking invisible step move that furbolgs get at the same time, right as you looked up.
So you head back to the Loving Boulder Inn.
Yep.
From where you're at, this is a good 2-hour walk.
And Patch has been pestering Leon the whole way. Like, come on, tell me.
Yep. Leon, roll for annoyance.
What is that, like a D100?
Yeah, sure. No, you guys eventually, you do make it there.
How annoying I'm being.
It's
32.
32?
Yeah. It's,
Oh, I was on a D100.
yeah.
I
It's
was
now,
like, holy shit, what's your plus to getting annoyed?
it's now, you know.
I rolled a 17 on the dice for being annoying.
Okay. Yeah, you were annoying. You
Out
succeed
of a
in being
D20.
annoying.
Good.
You get back to the hotel. You order a couple drinks and stuff up to the room, maybe some snacks, because you didn't really stop for lunch, so you're a little bit hungry, and it is kind of mid afternoon, 2:30, somewhere in that range. And one thing you notice when you get back up to the room, the prisoner that you rescued She's still laying in bed.
Ooh.
The elf woman is still there,
Why is
kneeling
she
by her side, holding her hand, but the woman's eyes are open, and you see the elven woman has, been giving her some water and stuff like that, kind of helping her to drink, but she still seems kind of weakened from her trials, but she is awake.
This is our room that they've set up shop in, right?
This is where you put her.
Okay.
I thought
like, ooh,
I
you're
thought the
still
other chick
here.
would have taken her and just teleported out.
No, I'm
You
joking.
you already know because you had this conversation before. This is her mom,
Yeah.
who is severely injured, laying in bed. She's not just gonna move her,
Yeah.
especially when everything she's been through. She's at least gonna wait until she's conscious and able to respond and say, would you like to go somewhere else? Would you like to move?
I was just joking, like it was like a one night stand. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
you're still here?
Yeah.
So,
I thought I'd make you breakfast.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, I'm allergic. To what?
Breakfast.
Breakfast.
You're allergic to breakfast? You know what I was gonna make. I'm allergic to that.
I gotta go. And
Yeah.
you can't stay
Shoot, go.
here. So
You'll
let's
have
get
to
at
go
it.
home, but you can't
Let's
stay here.
All right, so yeah, that's what you see. She's there.
She's helping her mom get better.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go to the other.
Okay.
Let them have their privacy.
Open the door.
All
Like,
right.
oh hey, you're awake.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys go to the other room and
Mhm.
kind of cram in there a little bit. Again, they're not the biggest rooms, but there's enough space for you guys to kind of comfortably find places to kind of sit either on the bed or a chair or something like that. Okay. Or even on the floor, whatever you prefer.
Yeah.
All right. There you are, and a couple minutes later, knock on the door, room service. They drop off some drinks and some snacks and food for you. And it's up to you what you want to do. If you just want to rest,
Spill
or
it,
you want
spill
to.
Yeah.
it, spill it.
Patch
spill
kicks
it,
back on the
spill it,
chair with
spill
a-
it.
Stop
Spill it.
poking me.
Spill
Food
it.
and drink.
Spill it.
I won't say
spill it,
anything until
spill
you
it.
stop poking
Oh,
me.
okay, spill it.
So,
Story time.
I am originally from here, from Ravensbarrow.
Patch focus. You wanted to know this too.
I'm listening.
And I grew up very poor and disadvantaged, and I saw a lot of the suffering that others experience throughout their life, and I wanted to change that for the better.
How dare you?
Okay. So let me check something real quick. I want to make sure. Lord checking. Lord checking. I'm checking the Lord.
Checking the Lord, checking the Lord, dun, dun, checking the Lord.
Where do I find the
Dun,
map?
dun.
Huh?
The map.
What about it?
I'm trying to find it.
Okay.
Where is that in the Discord?
Love
Oh,
Jesus.
That's probably
Good
far
question.
gone. You might have to resend
What is it you're looking for? The city names?
Yeah.
You're looking for the one to the northwest?
I'm just looking for the continent we're on. The city
Oh,
name.
Korstal is the name of the continent.
Yeah, no, but I'm looking for the cities on that continent.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on.
Is it under the pinned? Because I know Jen pinned it,
I
but
don't know how the fuck you access pins on this thing because they change mobile because they're fiends, they're villains.
All right. Hold on.
They're
Hold on.
fiending.
They're
So-
breaking the law, breaking the law.
All right. I need to get the other map. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so cities you would know about because of your time here and/or you recently passed them. Durham Chapel. That's near where you landed on shore, where Tomer dropped you guys off. Also, where you met Torbrek and Alpha.
There's one called Duskvale.
Arncross, which you passed through, Ravensbarrow, and then on the way to Duskvale, Pelton and Wintersville, and then Duskvale.
But Duskvale.
Duskvale is Duskvale is about the same size as Kyver.
Yeah.
Wintersvale and Pelton are a little bit smaller, but
yeah.
yeah.
I got what I needed. So,
Yeah.
Leon is going to rewind a little bit and fix what he had said because it is not accurate. So when I was younger, I grew up in the city of Duskvale, and I experienced the different disadvantages of poverty, and I saw it around me too. But I was inspired one day to try and fix those issues by a man named Thancred, who would eventually become my mentor. Following this, once I had grown old enough, I moved to here in Ravensbarrow, where I began operating as somewhat of a spy, but only taking contracts from people whom I had ascertained were good intentioned. No contracts from people wanting me to spy on others for bad intentioned reasons. I went by the name of the Actor. One day I was hired to investigate the O'Rourke family, which, Patch, if you'll remember, and well, you were there too, Torbrek.
Yep.
We have been dealing with them.
Yep.
But I was, or rather, the O'Rourke family hired the Nightingale to take me out. And so I doffed the name of the Actor and adopted my true name, Leon Palance, once more, and I moved to Kyber.
Balance.
Yes, pardon.
So wait, does this Nightingale person know like your actual name and identity, or are you kind of?
That I'm not sure of, but regardless,
Did you like wear a disguise, or?
Leon reaches into his pack and he pulls out this mask, one of those half-theater masks with a smile on one side and a frown on the other.
It's Batman.
I'm Batman. I'm Batman.
That's so dramatic.
I'm Batman.
And
In order that might surprise you.
he puts the mask away and says, "It is not the proudest moment of my story, but it is something I've been working to overcome over time. And I had people that were helping me along the way. For example, Gold was pretty much one of the few people I told about my internal struggle. But I feel like even if you did not know Patch, you have helped me on the way as well."
I got you, buddy.
Let's go! I don't know when I'll be ready for accepting the mantle of the Actor again, but I still want to do what's right, even if I am afraid.
So how long ago was that? That when the Nightingale was hunting you? Would they wouldn't still be hunting you? That was just a contract, right?
It was just a contract, as far as I understand.
I mean, it wasn't like personal or something. You didn't like walk up and insult their mom or something.
No.
Okay, well they probably won't care then if they're not being paid at this point.
Well, but you're neglecting what the Kranis family member had said, where I still have a very high...
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I didn't correlate that was why. Okay.
How long ago would it have
Because you
been?
don't listen.
Well,
I thought it was
if
more
someone had
what
given
we
me their
just
full
did.
backstory, I would have
I
it.
did give it to you. I just didn't have it written. We talked about it,
I
and you
know,
said
I
that
know.
was good enough.
It's been
A hot
the
minute.
time since you left here. It's been a little over a year.
Okay. So I relay that to Patch.
Hmm.
Well,
That was before you were a member of the guild, I assume. Okay, that's why they're hunting. That's why they were hunting you. That it seems kind of weird that a guild member would be hunting another guild member.
Yes, I was not a guild member at the time, but even as weird as that might sound, it's not unheard of. Just being a guild member doesn't necessarily mean you can't have your own motivations.
Yeah, but they're like one big friendly club.
Not if the club gets paid someone else to come after you.
See, I would be inclined to believe you, as most of the guild members I've interacted with have been, friendly.
Yeah, all the ones I met were nice.
But we have 2 cases now where that isn't the case. If you remember back in Kyber, I'm not sure how much of it you were a part of, but there was I'm trying to remember the name of the group.
I don't think Patch was part
Leon
of
would remember. It's the Firebrands.
The Firebrands.
Yeah.
The Firebrands, they...
I was still playing Ajax at that point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
this
Patch
is
would
news
not.
to
Patch would not know unless he'd had any conversations about it.
So Leon says, I don't think we've ever talked to you about this, but there was the Firebrands. They very much were an active member of the guild, yet they were involved with criminal undertakings. I don't think we ever did solve that lead, but we do know that they are somewhat ill-intentioned. And our second case, of course, now being the Nightingale. If the Nightingale is hired to kill someone, typically that's not something that you would do as part of a guild, but here they are.
Okay. So, your true self, you joined the guild, someone was chasing you because you got too snoopy about something else. That's why we had to leave the guild quickly. And you don't know if you're ready yet to put back the mask on to take care of business.
That about sums it up.
Alright. I might be drunk, but I remember pretty well.
So, with that, anything else?
Don't worry, buddy. We got your back.
I never doubted it for a second.
So do we need to like leave the town then? If you're
No.
being hunted by the only 5-star I've seen,
Well, to be fair, they're looking for
or
the
Quadrille.
actor.
Quadrille?
If he hasn't been seen in years and he's doing his normal stuff,
About a year.
we just got to stay away from that stuff.
No, if he was in disguise, they might not recognize
then
him.
he's fine. We just got to go do the thing to get the stuff identified.
All that aside, I wanted to say that I think the fate of the world as we know it is much more important than my own life. Very much so. So, knowing what we do about the route and...
Yeah, but you can't help save the world if you're dead.
I can't very
He's
well...
got you on that one.
I can't
That's
very
a
well...
true statement.
You know, that is fair, but I also can't very well help save the world if I'm not at where the problems are.
Patch. Big brain.
But yes, we will focus more on the identifying for now.
And then from there, we figured out some stuff for the route, but we haven't really dived deep into it because we know that something was happening in this town that's causing it.
We know it's definitely connected to the O'Rourke's, but I think making anything stick to them is going to be very difficult.
Did we ask? You know who next door? Anything about that stuff? Like after we finish saving her mother, like she knows where it's getting sent out from the town or stuff like that. Besides what we already cleared out.
And that would be some good questions to ask.
What were you asking?
That so the female gold, she's
Yeah,
taking care of her mom. So I remember her. We talked about the route for like a smidge when we first met her.
Okay, yeah. I
But
was wondering
she
how
might
we were tied
have more
into this.
information on where is it coming from besides the place that we cleared out the dungeon to save her mom. Figure out if they're like, is there a certain location where there's been like weird outbursts or weird things happening, route related, or if there's like stuff that happens at night that no one's aware of, where the guards are getting paid off to like look the other way because higher ups.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to, get a little bit more info on that.
I'll go to the next. I'll be right back. I'll go to the next room, see how she's doing on taking care of her mother, and I'll knock the door first.
Okay. And while you are knocking at the door, we are going to take a break.
Okay.
About 10 minutes,
Yep.
and then we'll be back. Reminder to everyone, if you're watching on YouTube and you'd like to have an effect on the game, feel free to super chat us, and if you do, we will try to incorporate whatever ID you have into the game. For example, if we are in a combat and you say, DM, you don't have enough monsters on the battlefield,
Nope.
I'll remedy that.
Nope.
If you say, players, hey, here, I want you to have this kind of advantage in the game. Maybe reinforcements arrive to help you, whatever.
Yes.
If you do stuff like that in super chats, we will try to incorporate it. If you're watching on Twitch and you donate Twitch bits, we'll say since they're not that much, we'll say a minimum of 100, which is equivalent to like $1. That we will, again, same kind of thing. Donate that and say, hey, I'd like you to do this. Or do a gift sub or subscribe yourself, a tier 1 or something. We'll, and you say, hey, I'd like you to do this. We'll try to incorporate it. So, that being said, we're going to take a break, and we'll see you guys in about 10 minutes.
See ya. Be right back.
Okay, and we are back. So, sorry about that delay. Having a little bit of issues with my monitor here. Things are being a little bit crazy, but we are back. And as mentioned before we get back in the action, if you'd like to affect the game and you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and super chat what you'd like to see happen, and we'll try to incorporate it into the game the best we can. Same thing for Twitch. Either send minimum 100 Twitch bits or gift sub or sub yourself and tell us what you'd like to happen. We'll try to incorporate it in the game. And now we are back to you knocking at the door of the other room. And you hear a voice say, "Come on in.
Go away.
Go in.
It's your room. You don't need to."
Yes, but we want to give you and your mother some privacy.
Give me an insight check.
I'm not going to use it. You've been fucking with me. Okay. 17?
When you say that, she's kind of staring at you. Her expression doesn't change noticeably, except for you pick up on just like a slight little twitch, and you get the feeling that she was actually like very appreciative of that, and her attitude almost softens towards you. It's almost imperceptible, but you picked up on it just a little bit. And she says, "I appreciate that."
No problem. If you would like, which we request of you if possible, I will stay in the room, watch your mother in case anything happens. If you would like to go to the other room so that some of the other guys have some questions about maybe some information we can try to exchange with each other, try to help each other out if we're going after the same cause in this town. I only see it right. If we could help each other out, make everybody's life a little bit easier, get the job done quicker before it spreads.
Fine. And she heads to the door, opens it, and as she's stepping out of it, she stops for a moment. She looks back over her shoulder, looks at you, and says, "My name's Sylvestra." And closes the door.
Sylvestra.
You guys hear a knock at the door.
Oh, I wonder who that could be. I open the door.
And you see the elven woman that looks a lot like Gold standing there.
Oh, hey, it's not gold.
She
Silver?
says, you didn't hear that yet.
Wait. Silver. Okay. I was making a joke. I didn't even make that connection.
No, you did now as a player.
Sylvestra.
Yeah.
Blur.
She
I wrote that in my notes.
she says, "Your friend said you had questions and wanted to speak with me."
We did.
About the root stuff.
Yes.
He whispers from the other room.
Or, out of game, this is what I said I was
Yeah.
going to go grab her.
May I come in?
Yes.
Okay, so she steps in, closes the door behind her.
So, we're currently dealing with a problem that is tied to a demonic root.
I'm aware.
Patch nods as he says that.
Yep. Uh-huh.
I am very aware of that.
And we were wondering what you knew about it.
She looks at Alpha and kind of gestures. That one is going to be a problem.
Why is Alpha so problematic for everyone?
It's not his fault. It's the nature of what you are, she says, looking at Alpha, and you being here. I honestly am bound by an oath. I cannot tell you more about that at this time.
What about of the O'Rourke family? Do you know anything about them?
I
You
know
would be
they are
hired.
somehow involved, but other than that, that was not my mission.
All right. Well, then I suppose you wouldn't know anything about the Nightingale either.
I've been around this area for a bit. I know she is
I am
very
the
well known.
Nightingale. Whoosh.
It's a female!
Where are you when I need you?
I know she is. I know she is both very well known, as well as nothing being known about her.
How mysterious.
Other than if she is hired for a job, she completes it.
Well, clearly not always.
I don't know about that, Chief. All right, then. I don't have any further questions. Patch, if you do, go right ahead.
How do we go about getting this one back to that funky Fey place? Alpha, that is.
Yeah. That I'm not sure, as the nature of how they even got here in the first place is unknown, even to us.
Be the same way anyone else gets out of there, right? Some kind
Not
of portal or
necessarily.
something.
Not necessarily.
Hmm.
That's why it's unknown, because that wasn't. Whatever happened, it wasn't that.
Would I have known through stories passed down how Patch's people came to be in the mainland? Would it be like
Give
a
me a
portal?
history check.
Where's oh yeah, my phone has my shit.
While he's doing that, while I'm
Oh,
doing
that's actually not bad. 18.
I'm just gonna check on the mom, see if she needs anything, and then I'll just do like meditation to make sure she's okay.
That was
Give me an
surprisingly
investigation.
I gotcha.
So what did you get, Patch?
18.
18. As you didn't know your actual parents and your ancestors, like you were like a baby basically when you were found and adopted by the village, pretty much.
Yeah.
So you didn't really have any other interactions with other Herringon.
That's right. It wouldn't have been other Herringon.
Right. However,
Ooh,
your
yeah.
mentor is a very knowledgeable man. He knows about a lot of things. Some things very esoteric. And he says, he has said to you, and you remember in the past, that you're special because your people are rare. There are some. They have traveled from the Fey realm through portals of their own creation.
Okay, so it is portals.
By design, by choice. They said, we want to live somewhere else. We want to try something new. And there have been, instances and in the past of small tribes of them. I wouldn't even call them tribes. More like, because they're relatively civilized. So it's more like village. It's not really a tribe like a barbarian tribe. It's more like a small village this size, or even it could be just a single family or 2 or 3 families that say,
traveling and living off the.
we want to. Not even. It's more like we want to settle somewhere else. And he would have told you that he doesn't know exactly what happened, but it's very, very likely that your people, whoever they are, chose to come over from the Feywild. Either they themselves had someone who had the capability of creating a portal between the 2 planes, or they hired a different Fey, who had the power to do that for them. Probably opened a portal, came over. Were probably a small, maybe even a single family, if maybe 2, maybe 3, but could have even been just a single family, so only like a dozen or so children.
They are
rabbit people, okay, and they may have come over, and something ill may have befallen them, or some, or maybe something attacked them. They had to run, and you were left behind by accident, or there's
Heat of the moment.
no telling what exactly could have happened, but he said it's most likely that something happened where either your, sad to say, your family is either dead or doesn't know that you're alive. And luckily you were found and we were able to take care of you and raise you.
Well, things worked out.
Yeah. That's what you would remember your mentor telling you about that. But other than that, he doesn't know for sure. But he does know that typically for the few things he's heard and known about, it's a choice. And it was done on purpose.
I wonder if my mentor would know who might be able to open a portal back to it.
Do you say that out loud?
Yes. Patch thinking out loud as usual.
Yeah. We can open portals.
Oh, well, hey, there you go.
But
Problem solved.
No, it's not.
Oh.
Solution. Nope.
So close.
The problem with you looking at Alpha is that, again, I cannot reveal beyond what my oath prevents me from telling you. All I can say is that is not an option because it would not solve the problem.
Well, how are we supposed to help if we don't know?
Find out the how and the why. Once we know that, we might be able to come up with a solution.
And your solution was just to kill him?
It was one option. It was you find a way home, again looking at Alpha, or we remove you from the equation. That is the only thing that we could think of because we cannot find any more information at this time. We've been trying.
All right.
But
What
like
kind
I
of
said,
time frame are we looking at here?
The exact amount of time is unknown, but we do know that something is going to happen. And relatively speaking, soon. It could be a couple weeks. It could be a couple months. We don't know exactly.
Well, when it rains, it pours, I suppose. All the bad things happening at once.
Yeah. We don't know exactly.
17.
She seems like her breathing is a little deeper and stronger. Before it was very shallow breath, weak, excuse me, Pat, you have medicine, right? You're proficient in medicine?
No.
No.
I do have a +4, but no.
I think
no proficiency.
I don't think any of you
No.
guys are actually.
I'm going to. I know I just did this. I'm going to gently put in a cup one of the regular healing potions that I bought and just let her drink it.
Okay.
To just see if that helps with the process.
Yeah. And she does seem responsive a little bit. Like I said, her eyes are open. She seems to be awake. She's definitely weak, but she seems to be awake. And when you try to, offer her something to drink, she drinks. She's able to do that. She's really not able to talk. She's too weak for that. But she's able to drink it. And, you feel like it's got to have helped some.
Yeah.
It definitely couldn't hurt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just anything to help with the process.
Right. So
I'll stop
that's
her suffering with a level 9 lightning bolt.
yeah.
No.
So that's what you do. That's what you do to assist and to try to help. Okay. And like I said, your investigation, her breathing seems a little bit more relaxed and steadier, stronger. None of you have medicine, so you really don't know about checking heartbeats and stuff like that. So, but she's definitely better off than when you first found her. That's for sure. Okay, and the wounds she's had on her, the magic that Patch did and healing potion stuff, seems to have an effect. I mean, there's definitely some scars there, and they probably will be for a long time. But you know, they might fade over time. But they're healed. They're not no bleeding, nothing. You know, the wounds are stitched up. You know, basically. All right. So back to you, Patch.
I guess that's everything. I guess we'll just have to find out as we go.
Okay. She says, by the way, as I said to your friend, my name is Sylvestra.
Patch kind of chuckles when he hears the name is also.
What's their brother's name? Bronzia?
No.
Is that a rule?
My half brother is named Goldmere, which
I don't know if they had a mother.
which you know,
Yes.
and you as well.
That's why I chuckled when she said her name was Silver.
They're gonna have to have copper. And...
I can't help that our father named us the way he did.
He was Scrooge McDuck.
No, he was a good man, but
Money.
It's Mr. Krabs.
something your friend had to come to terms with is that he was not faithful.
Wow. What a scumbag.
You are talking about my father.
You said he wasn't faithful.
Regardless of that, he was a good man. He made mistakes, but he was a good person. Not everyone can be 100% all the time. I'm sure there's probably things in your past that you might regret.
Let me think back to like an hour ago when I blurted out that he was a wanted man in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
Point taken.
I have no regrets.
Inside chat. Yep, I think she gets it. So you'd be doing deception.
Oh, it doesn't matter. The Patch doesn't regret anything.
Oh, okay.
Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, it truly is sometimes. But anyway, that's what she says, and she says, and my mother, who you rescued, her name is Desiel, and if it is okay with you, I will reimburse you for the room. I would like her to be able to stay there until she is well enough to move on her own.
Oh, don't you worry about that.
Thank you.
We'll take care of the cost.
Now, unless you have any other questions, I should probably get back to.
Yep.
to
I'll let you know if I come up with anything.
I appreciate it. And as I said, she looks at Alpha. I am holding up my end of the bargain. But you all need to do your best to find a solution.
I don't have a whole lot to go off of, but we'll try.
I know you will. You seem to care for each other. So I imagine you will put in your best efforts.
Yep.
She kind of gives you guys a nod as she steps out the door, closes it behind her, comes over into the other room. She doesn't knock this time. She opens the door, closes it behind her, says, "Thank you for watching her. I'll take it from here." And she sits down, and actually, as you're leaving the room, you see one of the hotel staff comes up, and they have like a tray with like soup on it and some stuff like that, and it looks like maybe hot compresses or something like that. Some steam rising off it, and they bring it up to the door, and they say, "Oh, is this for you?"
Oh, I got it.
Okay. She sees you got that, and she's like, "Oh," and she takes that from you, sets it down, and she begins to feed her mom some soup and put the compress on her and all this stuff.
Soup.
Yep.
I'll go back.
All right.
Yep.
I'm all set to fast forward and take a long rest.
Who's ready for a pocket dimension?
Ooh, me.
Okay, so unless there's anything else you guys want to accomplish, going once, going twice.
Sleep
Okay.
over. Patch, what you think?
So
about?
you guys get a long rest. You are unaccosted during the night. There's no issues. You wake up in the morning, and the day is yours to do with as you will. If you would like to accomplish anything prior to heading back over to Sam Witch's house, let me know. Otherwise, we will skip straight to there.
I would like to go to the leather worker place.
Okay, fair enough.
Pick up the Hama.
Yep, you arrive there, and yep, Tim is there, and he sees you approach, and he's like, you want your armor?
Yes.
So he says, all right, here, and he shows you a very fine set of studded leather.
Mhm.
And he says, this is newly done. I actually made this just this last week. It was actually made for another client who refused to pay, so it happens occasionally. So it is a new set. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to and kind of working into it, because the leather sometimes, it's, as you can try it on, you'll see I can help you fit it properly to you, but it'll take a little bit of while to kind of form to your body and the way you move. But after a short amount of time, I can guarantee you, look at my Yelp reviews, okay? It's it'll feel like a second skin.
Hey, this guy's store is really great.
Yep.
Yep.
Hey, everyone,
yeah.
guess what?
But no, you can see it.
Gonna take
It'll be
1d4
like a
chain
second
damage
skin.
every time you move.
Okay.
Hey, you guys.
Jonathan's armor, you can see he brings that out.
Mhm.
He says, I worked on it all yesterday. Finished it up actually literally like 30 minutes before you came in is when I put the last touches on it. I just oiled it.
Mhm.
As you can see, this is where the damage was. He shows you the area, and you can see some telltale signs of there's new leather in place of old, but it's the actual work of it is pretty seamless, and it's just, you can tell that, yeah, all right, there maybe been some repairs done, but it's a very fine job. And, as far as you can tell, especially, it's like, yeah, it's practically brand new. Might as well have just bought it right off the rack brand new. This will do. It's not going to have any problems. So he hands that to you, and Jonathan is like, here you guys go. If you want to go try them on right now, I can make sure. That way I can take a little time, make sure everything's fitted properly, and tighten up to where it needs to be, and then you're all good to go.
All right.
Okay.
We'll do that then.
All right. So 20 minutes later, he's checked everything out for you. You're all good to go. Again, it's a little stiff at first, yours, because it's new. But it feels sturdy. It's a good set of armor.
It's good to hear.
And you're back up to your normal AC with it.
Yay! I'm all set now.
Okay. Anybody else? Anything you need to do before heading over to Sam's?
No, we should probably hustle. We wasted a good amount of time.
Okay.
I think we were on some kind of timer.
No, we weren't.
Well, I mean,
No.
Maybe, I don't know. I can't remember if we were, if we weren't.
Patch as a whole is kind of on a timer because his village is all infected.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He's always been on a timer
Yeah.
because of that.
We're late.
Yeah.
You've been
You've been
yeah,
Alice in Wonderland.
you've been
like
having
rabbit.
you've been having some shit still going on there. You did have Leon do a sending at one point, and got a little bit of info, but that's about it so far.
Yeah, so we should keep moving.
We can always go there next after we're done here.
All right. To see
All right.
which it is.
So You arrive at Sam Which's. You're in front of his door. Okay.
Just one hard
Just
knock.
one heart.
And the hard knock.
Hey, knock it off.
The hard knock you actually hear.
Harder pop.
I was expecting you.
Let's right the door. Dude, we were coming. Sorry about that. May we come in?
Of course. Please, not so hard next time.
All right.
You know where to go. Same room.
Yep.
And it swings open. You guys make your way up the stairs. It's exactly like last time. You get up there, finally get into the room,
Did they
and
magically
as you're
make
getting
us
to
on
the
the
room,
first
that
floor?
door opens for you as well. And then you step into the room. It's the same as it was before, with one notable exception. Sam is not sitting down in his chair. He is standing up with a smile on his face, and over his right-hand shoulder, you can kind of see towards the back of the room, there is an archway. That archway has this multicolored, shimmering, opaque film, it almost seems, on it that, Leon, clearly that's something magical.
Yeah.
You can tell. That's arcane magic. And Sam is right there and he says, "Yes, I see you are here and you must be ready."
Stone.
Yep, stone. And
Stone.
if you would like, again, I can hold those or you can keep them. Oh, very well. And he said, "I will put these right here." Puts them on the table. Says, "As soon as you leave, I will begin work. And by the time you get back, I will absolutely have these ready for you."
So you've
Oh,
never been
excellent.
inside this pocket dimension?
Again, I cannot go in there or I would be
I'm
trapped.
Just curious if you had any layout ideas.
You're clearly
no.
good at opening up portals and stuff. Do you know how anything about getting someone back to the Fey realm by any chance?
Feywild.
You would
Feywild?
You would need to have a tuning fork that is attuned to the frequency of the Feywild.
Interesting. All right. Good to know.
Those are very hard to come by the way.
Yeah, I figured. There's always a catch.
You caught one?
Oh, never mind.
Let's just go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's just go.
okay. So,
All right, where are we going?
Into the portal.
right there.
Okay, so he
Step on
indicated that
through.
that's where we need to go.
Yes.
I was
He-
just told that it was just there.
Yeah, no, he
just walk
indicates
through a
with his
random
arms like,
portal.
there you
What
go.
are you guys
Step on
doing?
through.
All right.
It will close behind you, but again, you have the stone. When you have retrieved the item, let me know via the stone, and I can then bring you right back.
All right, I'm ready.
Patch
Let's
hops
go.
in.
Okay. As you step through the portal,
Get to the
I need
rails of hell.
everyone to make a Constitution save.
Oh boy.
As your stomachs like overturn, you feel like your whole body is almost being twisted, like someone grabbed your head and your feet and was spinning them in opposite directions, like they were trying to
Oh.
wring you out like a wet towel.
Dirty 20.
18.
14 for Leon and Jonathan.
All right. All of you momentarily feel like I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up, and then the sensation stops. You find yourselves standing in front of a giant archway. It is green and red and blue and yellow. There are balloons going up off of it, floating around this arch. And you see across the top of this arch a sign that says, "Welcome to the Carnival." Looking
Oh,
through
the carnival. That's so fun.
looking through this arch,
What's
you
a
see
carnival?
all manner of colorful tents and what look like strange buildings or, some kind of events or rides. There's activity everywhere. And just on the other side of the arch, you see this large tent that is open at the front with what looks to be some kind of reception desk. And there is a man standing behind it. And he is looking at you. And he has this gorgeous top hat that he's wearing that is a bright blue with yellow polka dots all around it.
It's a Call of Duty Zombies custom map.
Oh boy.
Where's the
And
biscuit
he is
box?
he is looking at you and smiling. He is about 20 feet away.
I was going to say he's about 20 feet tall. And
No.
I've heard stories about carnivals. I've never actually seen one though. This is so neat.
What's a carnival?
Hey, mister. You know where we could find a
You're yelling this from 20 feet
oh
away?
yeah,
or-
yeah. As I'm walking over.
You're gonna walk up? Okay. What about the
But
rest
I'm
of you
shouting
guys?
as I'm
I'm gonna
walking.
follow.
We'll follow behind.
Okay. So you
know where we
guys
can
are
find, like,
arriving
a little
from...
crystal flower or something like that.
It's an
A
emerald and
tulip?
jeweled crystal flower, if I'm not mistaken.
You are.
Wasn't it like an opal tulip?
It was a tulip made of opal.
Yeah, yeah.
Tulips on
And you
I
had-
was just kind of wrongly remembering
Yeah.
it as Patch because I felt like that'd be a...
you asked the question, and
Yes.
he says, you
No.
must have tickets to enter the carnival,
Well, I haven't entered yet.
and you're not going to get any information without entering the carnival.
All right. I mean, do I just walk in then?
No, you need a ticket.
How do I get one of those?
This is the ticket booth.
Oh, how much do they cost?
Excellent question. Let me get the rule book. And he reaches underneath, and he pulls out
The rules.
boom. This book. It is literally like
That sure is a lot of
2
rules,
feet
mister.
thick, and he goes like this, and pages just start flying,
to the
and then it goes, poof, stops right there, and he goes, ah, yes, mortal realm, I see. For you all, 10 gold will get you a set of 3.
Oh, well, that's easy. I just throw 10 gold on the counter. Reach
And
in
he
my
hands you-
bag.
He hands you 1 packet, which is a set of 3 ticket stubs.
I hand one to each of them.
we have.
Oh,
more-
you cannot break them apart. You must use your own.
I'm assuming they're for like games and stuff.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 1 ticket for each of us.
No.
Okay.
All right.
I
No,
guess
no,
you
no.
guys get your own.
I'll
then.
pay for Alphas and mine.
Yeah.
20 gold.
And I'll take out 20 gold for
You and
Leon
Jonathan? Okay, so you each have 3 tickets, and he says, now, as I said, the rules. If you would like to enjoy any of the carnival's events, you must spend the appropriate amount of tickets. There are several different events within the carnival. Choose wisely. Have fun. And if you have any questions on the rules, you can always come see me.
Where do we find the crystal? That's all we really need to know.
Yeah, how do we get that?
Well, that happens during the Big Top show. You'll know when it's time for that.
Is it soon?
You'll know when it's time for that.
There's a game.
But I don't know when it's time.
Is there?
But you will.
Is there?
Oh,
is
that's
there,
so ominous.
Do we have to use our tickets to get into the big top circus thing, or is it just?
Oh, yes, it is 3 tickets.
Okay, never mind.
So we can't play any games or anything if we want
You
to
can
get
always
into
come back and purchase more tickets.
that. Oh, well, I guess
But
I'll-
you cannot use tickets from separate stubs. The Big Top requires 3 whole tickets all at once.
All right, I'll put those 3 tickets away.
yeah,
Let me
I'll
get-
buy 3 more, I guess.
Let me get 3 more.
Ah, very well.
Go.
We're getting fleeced.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy 6 more.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get 6 more for you.
Yeah.
Why not? Might as well.
All right.
yeah, I guess.
So everyone basically doubles up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you each have 2 packets, which is 3 tickets each. Now, depending on the amount of tickets for something, will determine, like the Big Top is 3 whole tickets, which is a complete pack. So you can use that, boom. Okay. He also now says, to ensure you understand the rules, you cannot spend your tickets on anyone else. Everyone must spend their own.
All right.
Works
Okay.
for me.
So if you wish to participate in one of the carnival games or events, you must spend your own tickets. There will be no pooling them separately.
Fair enough.
So 6. We should all have 9 if we bought doubled, correct? 3 for the
Total, yeah.
Big, 9 should be because 3 for the big top and then 2 more packets.
Did you buy 2 more packets each?
Yes.
I did because I
No,
subtracted 20.
Or were you buying a packet for you and another for
no,
Alpha?
no. Alpha don't play no games.
Okay.
I'm buying double for me just in case.
Alpha could buy his own tickets
Yeah,
next
okay.
time.
I have 6 for Leon, 6 for Jonathan.
Yeah, I
Okay,
have.
so you have 6 and 6.
I
You have
got
9.
Yeah,
And I
You have
also
6.
9.
Oh, you got
Yeah,
9.
I
Yeah.
doubled
And then
up.
Alpha has just the 3.
yeah, and
Okay.
I'll hold on to hers. Be like, I'll hold on to it just so you can get a big
And
top.
if Alpha needs them when Alpha's player returns, if we're
Yeah.
still here,
We got it.
then they can buy more.
All right,
Because the rule is you could always come back
let's go.
and see the rule maker and buy tickets from him anytime.
Let's go see what games they got. Maybe we can win some magic item stuff or something. It's a pocket dimension. I don't know.
Okay.
We'll go look at some of the games.
Okay, you are going to go look at some of the games and
Maybe get some magic items or some scheisse.
We just got magic items.
But we could get more.
I don't even think I can hold all the ones I got.
We got a bag of holding.
But I can't use the other ones.
I mean, you're pretty strapped up, so it'd be beneficial to just spread them around the group if anybody else seems more useful to them.
I think all of our group is doing pretty good on items.
Yeah.
I just want to play the carnival games. I've never actually gotten to see one of these.
Maybe there's like one of strength or something. That would do you good.
Yeah.
Your retarded strength.
Alright, get this.
Alright, all you gotta do is ring the bell. Goof!
This feels like cheating.
Sir, there you can use a hammer. No, I'm good. Goof!
Fucking hammer fist.
King! Winner!
Alright,
Another giant stuffed animal.
that one,
We're just
and-
giving them away at this point, goddammit! You know how much these cost to make?
About $5. It's a carnival stuffed animal.
And each side of every stuffed animal is a small common magic item.
Okay, let's see if I can get this to show up properly now for
We're
you
going to
guys.
the carnival, we're going to the carnival. Well, technically we're at
The question is whether or not I can get this to show up for you guys or not. I might not be able to immediately, but
Patches even around this campfire.
okay, let's see.
We're
here.
singing our campfire.
But you are.
You!
So-
I know you, boy. Be gone!
Okay, let's see here. I doubt this is gonna work because it's on this one. I'm gonna have to try to do this real quick. Sorry about the delay, folks.
You are fine.
It's alright.
It's just fine if you ask me.
I
My
didn't ask
forgiveness
you.
won't be earned soon.
Well, I didn't ask if you asked me.
Oh, too bad.
I'm telling you, if you ask me,
I'm not asking you.
you did ask me.
But the real question, who asked the asking for the asking first, eh?
You're a shallow man.
Or a smart man, aren't I? I gotta show you brains on this one, eh?
No brains here.
Dumb bastard, you. I love this guy.
I love this guy too. He's got a nice beard.
Thank you. Really seals in the flavor.
Oh, fuck off. I'm so tired.
Come
Yeah, I've been
on,
up since like
stupid,
2:30.
stupid monitor.
My legs are dead.
I wish this monitor was playing nice. It's not, which is making things very difficult. I don't think I'm going to be able to show it to you that way, unfortunately, which means I can't show it to chat either, so I'm sorry about that, chat. Let me see if I can do this and maybe get this thing to play nice. Damn it. Alright. Okay, that won't show. Alright. Anywho, alright. So, with that, what I'm going to have to do is change this to this.
Do we want to wait till next time? That way we can get it.
We might have to do that.
Because I'm fading quickly.
Yeah, okay. Well, what I'm going to do is have this monitor act up on me as well. What I'm going to do is show you guys real quick.
Don't break your freaking case.
It was an accident.
That's what they
Okay,
all
so I'm
say.
going to show you guys real quick. If you will come over to where Oscar is, or Daniel, if you want to come around
Yeah, I'll go
here.
around this side.
But Logan, come
Come
around
on,
here.
Rogan.
Chef
So
Rogan.
right here, you guys are actually right here at this entryway, and right here is a ticket booth.
Okay.
And as you look through, what you see is there is this giant ass carnival.
It's an ass carnival.
It is an ass carnival.
Whoa.
Giant ass carnival. Okay.
That's cool.
And there are tons of different events and things like that going on. You see what looks like little stadiums for different things and racetracks and all that. And especially over here, this is kind of like a midway that you notice as you walk around, where this is a carousel in the middle here. There looks to be things like a face painting, a fortune teller, a little curio shop of different knickknacks and things like that. There's all sorts of things. But the thing you notice most of all is the carnies themselves. They are not just normal human-looking things. What you see are a wide variety of creatures, including, just an example, the operator of the carousel has the upper body of what appears to be what you would call a drow female, and the lower body of a giant spider.
Okay. They're half breeds.
The face painter body looks like that of a normal human wearing clothes, as far as you can tell, but the face is a blank white mask. Walking through the aisles as you're going around, you see a man twirling a giant scythe that has on the edges of the blade, it seems to be almost trailing like a bluish green flame that is kind of flipping around with it. And there are a mess of crows, or as you would call a flock of crows, a murder of crows, that seem to be following behind him.
The Grim Reaper.
All sorts of interesting and macabre looking creatures seem to be running this carnival, and all of the, should we call them guests, seem to be varying types of humanoid creatures. Humans, elves, dwarves, all manner of things. And they seem to be kind of moving about in a daze, as if they weren't even aware of their surroundings. More so, they were just here. Perhaps here for so long that they are now numb to what's around them. And that is where we will end for tonight.
Okie dokie.
So we can fix our technical issues for next time. So, I hope you all had a good time.
I did.
Oh,
All right. I hope you guys had a good time too. And I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get this stream turned off properly because it's being such a pain in the ass. but we'll give it a try. So I hope y'all had fun. God, Jesus, not even wanting to do this right. Alright. See if I can.
Force clues.
Yeah. There we go. And where's the cursor? So I can maybe do this. There we go. I can get over to here. So, come on. It's been such a pain. Hope you all had a good night. Hope you had a fun time. We'll see you next time.
See